I wanted to actually do and create. I got a secretary position. You're not always going to stay friends with the same people freshman year, and that is perfectly fine. I don't get how you can if you have class the next day. Life happens, but you will get through it. It can't just be all work and no play, but it also can't just be like all you do is mess around. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like lately there's just been so much talk about the TikTok ban, and I really don't want to repeat what lots and lots of other people have said. I think also part of me is just like, I feel like it may not actually get banned and there's a chance that it will come back, but regardless, I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, and I'm just like, you know what, maybe I can actually put more time into YouTube because this is what got me into creating content in the first place. Yeah, and I've just really been wanting to document more of my life on YouTube and being able to look back on it. I did like a sit down talking, get ready with me video this summer going into college my freshman year, and then I also did one I think like after my first semester talking about how my experience has been, and I kind of want to keep doing those consistently, just like update, just for me to look back on of like my college experience throughout the years. And so I figured I would sit down and give some really quick updates, talk about how college has been. I haven't updated. I finished my first year of college and now it is currently Saturday. I go back to school on Monday for my spring semester of my sophomore year. So I figured we can do a little update. I hope the glare isn't too annoying. It's late, so I'm using my computer and phone as light. I asked people to ask me some questions and I got a few questions, so I'm gonna answer them, and then other things I'm just gonna be talking about random things, not necessarily that people asked, but just that I want to bring up. Also, I recently made a new Instagram to post like content. I put a lot of my old TikToks on there and I'll be pretty active on there. I've really been loving using stories. Let's go to the questions. Okay, first thing, what's your favorite class? That's actually really hard. I would say I think media writing was definitely one of my favorites. Not necessarily like the class, because the class was hard and the teacher was a very picky grader, but he like said that, like I knew that going into it, like he's known for that, and then he said he's a hard grader. But I really enjoyed that class, and like the people, and the teacher is amazing. He's an amazing professor. You can tell that he cares about his students and he's just really great. And I feel like he's one of those people that like he grades hard because he wants us to get better and to learn and become really good writers. But I really liked his class a lot, and I liked him as a person. Like he's just a professor that I will never forget, and just everyone in that class. I really like the people that I met in that class. Everyone's really cool. I would say that one. I feel like there are other, I loved my intro to cinema class, because if you may or may not know, when I first started the college application process, I really wanted to be a film major and do cinema, and so I love when I can do anything cinema or film related. And it was just really fun, like because we got to watch movies that I've been wanting to watch but never got the chance to, and then I would get to watch them and then analyze them and talk about the meaning and stuff, which I thought was cool. And I also really liked my art history class that was online. That was really cool, and I liked it because we learned all different types of art, like architecture as well. My favorite like module from that class was probably the churches. I just really liked that a lot, and just how like intentional everything was built, like especially like Catholic or like Roman churches, of how like they're designed to make you look up to the heavens and to be close with God, and like they're just really beautiful, and just how intentional everything is, or just even in general like how art tells you a lot about society or people at the time or politics or things like that. Also Egyptian art in general, like sculptures, anything. I also remember that a lot. So yeah, I think so far those have been like my favorite classes. What advice would young Naya give the people going through life in college right now? That is a really good question. I love that. Probably that you will get through it and everything will work out. I literally have to remind myself this all the time whenever I'm overwhelmed, anxious, or I just feel like everything that could go wrong is going wrong. I remind myself of how many bad days I've gone through, bad weeks, bad months, bad years, and it's like I'm still here to this day, and I persevered and I got through like everything that I thought I couldn't do, or anything that happened and I thought like my life is over. Like I'm still here and I've gone through it, and I think that's the most important thing, is to just realize like life happens, but you will get through it no matter what. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get over it in a few minutes or a day. Like sometimes stuff just sucks for a really long time, but things get better. Especially like I've been at rock bottom. I've been at really low points of my life. So like where I am right now, I never would have thought I would have been here, and like I'm not even close to where I want to be in life. So I would just say that like you can get through it and everything will work out. If you fail a class, if you don't get into a school, if things happen with family, relationships, friendships, everything happens for a reason, and you will be okay and get through it. And you know, it will be hard, and you can let yourself feel those feelings. Favorite guilty pleasure? It's funny, I got this question twice, but probably ASMR videos. Like I know that's not really an interesting question, but I feel like I never got over ASMR. I love like ASMR roleplay videos where they're like doing your makeup or brushing your hair, giving you a haircut, doing your skincare, spa day. Like I literally live for those videos. And like sometimes people who do ASMR, like all the detail that they put into it, I'm like, this is actual production, like their setup, how they're dressed. I'm just like, dang, like I don't know, I love ASMR and it does help me sleep sometimes. But I just I would go on TikTok some nights and just watch ASMR videos. I don't necessarily love the food ones, but there are like a few like mukbang people that I like to watch, but I love ASMR. What's your favorite part about college? I like a lot of things about college, but probably just being independent and kind of doing whatever you want. And I don't mean that in like a bad way, but it's just like having control over my life. If I want to go to the gym, I can literally just get up, walk, go to the gym. Like I love how everything is walkable. I hate driving, so yeah, I don't like to drive. So I love that anything that I want to do, I can walk to eat, class, study, work out, like everything is just walkable. So I love that. And I love, yeah, just like the independence, like kind of living on your own, but like not fully, you know. I love that. I also just think like the ability to meet so many different people that are from different places. I feel like tech, there's a lot of people from Virginia that are in state, and I feel like even then it's like you start to realize like everyone has different lingo. Like no matter if you're from Nova, if you're from like Central Virginia, like you can live like 30 minutes away and your like upbringing or lingo is so different. Like I think that's one thing I like. Even just like culturally, I feel like I've learned so much just being around people that are so different, and we've all had different upbringings, different backgrounds, and I just love meeting people. I feel like every day you can meet someone new. College is also just really fun, but I like that. I like the freedom, I like the independence, I like the people, I like how there's always like stuff happening and it can be really random. Like it could be a Tuesday at like 1 a.m. and you're just hanging out with your friends. Like I don't know if that's an interesting answer, but I feel like it's just really helped me grow as a person. How do you balance work and partying? Time management. Time management is so important when you're in school, especially like knowing when your classes are. If you're in organizations and clubs, when you're at club meetings, always knowing your deadlines. Like time management, you can balance and do both. I always really dislike when people think that you have to be one or the other, and like your life can't just be all work and no play, but it also can't just be like all you do is mess around. Like I don't like that people think that you can't do both. Lots of people who maintain a good GPA, have all A's, go to their classes, get good grades, and they still have fun on the weekends. Like you can make it work. You just have to know your schedule and make sure that you're using your time wisely. Like for me, I try to not go back to my dorm until I'm done with all my classes. I don't always do that, but for the most part, it's like I go to class, go to the library or like somewhere to do work between, go to the gym, and then like once I come back to my dorm, I'm not thinking about school. I personally try not to, but like just getting all my work done between classes during the week. I like rarely do homework on the weekends, mainly because usually I'm always working or I'm visiting my boyfriend. And like I feel like freshman year, I got into such a routine of just getting all my work done by Friday, and then Friday in the weekend, I had no work to do, whether that meant like getting ahead on work or I'm making sure like even stuff for Monday is done. So then on the weekend, I can just enjoy my weekend and have fun and not have to worry about homework. And I think everyone should try to do that. Obviously that's not going to be applicable to everyone depending on your major and your workload, but I just try to make sure that I get all my work done throughout the week so then my weekends can be free. I think this also depends on the school you go to. Like personally, I don't even go out that often, and if I do, it's always on a Friday or Saturday. I don't go out on weekdays. That just is really weird to me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what I was even in the middle of saying. I don't go out during weekdays. That just feels really weird to me. I don't get how you can if you have class the next day. Like I don't get that. But I know some schools like that's their days of going out, like Monday or like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But personally, that's not me. Not even Thursday. I did that once. But nope, I'm a Friday or Saturday girl. That just makes sense. Like you have no class. So I would say I think that also is part of it, that I don't even go out that much frequently, or it's always on a weekend. So it's like I don't have to worry, but you can balance it. Like make sure that you're doing what you need to do and that you're getting good grades and you're on top of your schoolwork, but you can still have fun. Like I feel like part of college is you should be enjoying your experience, and that doesn't always have to mean going out if you're not a going out person, but have fun. Like still make sure you're living a life and you're having a social life and you're enjoying these years and whatnot. Definitely just time management, like having a calendar, knowing when everything is due, having to-do lists, and I always like to stay ahead if I can. But yeah, I would say it's definitely doable. I got a question that says, do you like Virginia Tech? I do really like Virginia Tech a lot. I just feel like I don't know, when I toured it, it just seemed like one of those schools that you would see in the movies, and I feel like it really is. Also, our food's really good. Like, anytime I go visit UVA, I'm just like, dang, we really do have good food. Like, sometimes I'm like, our food, like, it's good, but like, it can't be like ranked that high. And then you go to other schools and you're like, no, I see why it is ranked that high. Like, our food is really good. And we just got a new dining hall, and I haven't even tried everything there yet, but the stuff looks and smells good, and what I have tried, it's really good. I'm just like, whoa, like, I can say that I love the food here. I will never be hungry at Tech. I will never, like, I've never complained about the food. It's good. Now, obviously, not everything is good. Like, for instance, D2, that is like your average basic college dining hall, you know, that's like school food good. Like, for what it is, it's good. The people here are really nice. I just feel like we have good academics. Our sports life is crazy and insane. Like, every time there's a football game, it's packed with people, and like when I'm at the game, like, I don't realize it, and then I look back at videos and I'm like, our stadium is huge, and when it's packed, you just think about like all those little dots are people, and it's just like our whole stadium is filled every single time. So I love like the school spirit. Like, I feel like everyone loves being a Hokie, and everyone just has great school spirit. Obviously, there are some times where I'm just like bored, or I'm just like, there's nothing to do. Like I said, sometimes when you get used to an area, it's just like whatever. But I don't know, but like I want to do more hikes and stuff. I did the Cascades, and that was so pretty, and I know we have a lot of nice hikes here. I'll like get a little bored or be like, oh, like this is the same old, and then I feel like we do something fun or different or new, and then I'm just like, oh, I love it here. But overall, I really like it here. I just feel like it's good academics, people, school spirit, and then also like the alumni is also really good, which is important whenever you're like applying to jobs. Like, I feel like no matter where I go, I will always see a Virginia Tech alumni, but obviously Tech is not perfect. No school is perfect. No people are perfect, but I do really like it here. Okay, I got 2 questions, and it was like a horror going out night story, or the craziest thing that has ever happened to me at Tech. And I was trying to think about this, and I was like, I really don't know. I can't remember anything, or stuff that happens, it's like related to other people or like my friends, or it's just like personal, like, oh, that's crazy. Or yeah, I feel like a lot of it is just like stuff that I'm not gonna share on the internet, just because it's like not about me, and I don't want to like put other people's businesses online. I would say something that happens a lot, like, this isn't like crazy, but I feel like something that happens a lot is like me and all my friends, whenever we go anywhere, like I can remember 2 times where like we're all walking out together, and like a car has driven by, and then we'll honk and like scream something. We don't know if it's a slur. Like, there definitely was a curse word in there, but it's like we don't know if it's a slur or like what they're saying. But I feel like this happened like 2-3 times, and like obviously it's a group of black people at a PWI, and we're just like, what? Or like, I don't know, I just feel like anytime we as a group are like at a frat or going out somewhere, there's always someone that says something. Or like sometimes I feel like when they see us, they literally change the music. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I feel like one frat we went to, they were playing straight like just Taylor Swift, and then we all come in. Then later, like it turns to rap. Like, I don't know. I think it's funny. I feel like I have no interesting answer to this yet. I'll probably have to talk with my friends and then see. I like don't go out that much, and I feel like every time I don't go, that's when something crazy happens, and I'm never there for it. So I feel like that's why I can't even answer that question, because I always miss out. Those were all of the questions that people asked me, so now I'm just gonna talk about updates from freshman year to now. I have grown so much as a person and just changed, and like I don't know what it is, but I just feel like so much happened within that 1 year that it just grew me, it matured me. I don't really know, but I think one thing about college is that it goes by so fast, and so much happens in such a short amount of time. This past semester was a lot. I think it was like one of my worst semesters mentally. Like, it started out really, really good, and then it just went downhill. I missed a lot of class, and like it wasn't even always intentional, which is the worst part, but it's like pretty much all of my classes last semester, attendance was graded, so it's like you need to go and you're not going. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Dang, guys. This like focuses. It's not even midnight. Oh my gosh. I definitely want to be better of like actually going to class. And I feel like I was doing really good at first, but then like I said, so much happened, and then like I just wasn't doing well mentally, that I had no motivation to do anything. And I just need to be better. I feel like another thing is like people always say like you won't be friends with the same people freshman year, and I think that is also the biggest thing that I learned. And it's okay if you have falling outs with your friend, and it never has to be like drama or that you hate a person. I just think when you first come to college, everyone is new and everyone wants to make friends and everyone will put up their best self. But as time goes on, you start to see people's true colors, and then you realize maybe you guys aren't as similar as you thought, or maybe you get along better with other people, and it's perfectly fine to just stick with people that you feel better with, and it doesn't have to be drama, it doesn't have to be hateful or whatever. It can be very cordial, and I think that was one of my biggest fears, because I feel like I'm the type of person where it's like I can't open up to someone unless I've known you for a really long time. And so in my hometown, people that I'm friends with, I've known since elementary and middle school. We've grown up together and they know me, and it's like the thing that I was worried about with college is like coming to a new place, having to meet new people, and it's like people that don't really know me, and it's like I can't be close friends with people that I barely know. And I feel like I definitely experienced that, where it's like people judging my character or saying things like they know me, and I'm just like, I literally just met you, like you don't even know me like that. I just feel like I've always learned that big friend groups aren't for me, and there's nothing wrong with that. You start to realize that you just click better with other people, and I've just realized quality over quantity. Like I'd rather literally just have 1 or 2 friends that I can truly be myself around, that I truly like, that I get along with, we have similar goals and aspirations, and then being friends with so many people that don't even like me, or I feel like I can't be myself. And I just wish like that wasn't a problem or had to be like drama filled. I might not keep this in because I feel like it's something I wanted to talk about, because I feel like it's relatable and a lot of people experience that. But then it's like I don't want to be that person where it's like, oh, you're drama, you're like, I'm not talking about anyone specifically. Like yes, this is something that I experienced, but I'm not talking about anyone specifically at all. It's more so just like a generic, like you're not always going to stay friends with the same people freshman year, and that is perfectly fine. I more so say that of like, don't feel like the people that you are friends with, you have to stay friends with them, but then also don't think that like you've missed your opportunity at making new friends, because I did kind of feel that like coming in sophomore year. I was like, I want to meet more people, but I was just like, oh, I feel like that's gonna be hard. Like everyone already has their friends. But it's like I joined 2 clubs, which I really wanted to do, because I didn't really join any. Like I would go to like some meetings, but I wasn't really like an active member in any clubs. I really wanted to join clubs related to my major. I joined 2 clubs, even just like with my classes, and I've made a lot of new friends. And like, yeah, we're not like super close, but it's like people like I can see around campus and say hi, or we follow each other, or we have a class together and we talk, and it's like whatever. So like don't feel like freshman year is like the only time that you can make friends and meet new people. Like I promise, I started going to like workout classes, and you start seeing the same people all the time, and just like small conversations in line. I feel like I am really proud of myself. Like I have my 2nd internship. I was proud of myself for even getting 1. I was a marketing intern last summer, and then now I'm a marketing and admin intern, and I've been here for like, I want to say like 2-ish months, I think, and I absolutely love it. So I'm really proud of myself for already getting 2 internships under my belt, getting experience, and joining 2 clubs. I joined the American Advertising Federation and American Marketing Association, and those have been great, like in terms of being able to meet more people and making friends, but then also gaining experience. It's really helped me, and I've gained a lot of experience, which is what I really wanted, because I feel like freshman year, like I wanted to actually do and create and get experience. And I got a secretary position for the Advertising Federation. That was also a goal of mine. I wanted to join clubs, and I also really wanted to get like on the exec board. I went to a networking event. I didn't go to one last year because I just had so much anxiety, and I was like, I literally can't do that. Like networking, it scares me. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I got dressed and I went, and I literally walked in and I was about to just walk right out. Like I had so much anxiety and I was so scared. I was like, nope, like I did it as much as I can by even coming here, but I did it. And I will say that I didn't talk to every single person there because of my anxiety. I was so nervous, but I talked to a good amount of people, and I was proud of myself for doing that, doing something that I'm scared of, and just connecting with people, getting my name out there, getting my resume out there. I am proud of myself for that, and just doing more of things that I'm scared of, you know, taking workout classes, not always going with a friend and going alone, which sometimes does give me anxiety, especially like because most people go to workout classes with their friends, so then I feel like a loner because I'm just there by myself and everyone's like good friends. But all the girls are so nice, so it's never like a problem. But from the last time I updated, it's just been a lot of growth and like self-reflection, I guess. And I also love my living situation. I love my roommate, and I love all my suite mates so much, and I just love like our dynamic, and I feel like living with your friends is just so good. Like I feel like it's just vibes. And we did sign our lease for an apartment, and it is so nice. I'm so excited. I didn't like hate living in the dorms because I liked my dorm. I had AC. I lived in a suite style. Like I really can't complain that much. I feel like even the sizing of our rooms is nice, but I'm so excited for our apartment next year. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for a kitchen and to cook, and bedrooms are so nice. Like we all get our own room, or obviously, but we all get our own bathrooms, and the space is so nice. Like I will be able to vlog way more. It's a lot easier. Like to just vlog whenever, since I'll always have like the room to myself. But I seriously cannot wait. They take out the trash for you and you get parking and you don't have to pay. That is the dumbest thing to me. Whenever we toured an apartment and it says you have to pay for parking, I thought that was so stupid. Like, I don't even have a car and I probably won't have a car next year, but it's just like, if you're already paying rent, why do you have to pay for parking? You have to pay for a parking thing for the school itself if you like want to park somewhere on campus. So it's like you would have to pay that plus to park where you already live and pay rent for. Like, I think that's all my updates, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat and catching up. I feel like there's probably a lot that I didn't touch on and it was like really random and all over the place, but I hope you guys enjoy. I definitely want to do these more, just sitting down and kind of updating on my life, school, and how things are going. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I really want to try to be more active. I feel like with my schedule it will be a little bit more doable, and if I'm not making TikTok videos now, I can focus more on YouTube. That was my biggest thing, is I just didn't know how people could make TikToks and YouTube at the same time. And please let me know in the comment section what videos that you guys would like to see from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.